Welcome to the national story of Moravia. Today, I invite you to embark on a remarkable journey through history of the Moravian nation. It's difficult to choose where to begin when telling our tale, but I have chosen to start with the Samo Empire. This empire holds significant place in history as the first documented Slavic entity in our borders. The Samo Empire was a confederation that brought together various Slavic tribes during a crucial period in history. Emerging in 7th century, this confederation led by Samo forged an united front against external threats such as Avars or Franks. Many of you are asking who was Samo? Well, Samo was a Frankish trader that was selling weapons to the Slavs. Samo decided later to stick around the Slavs. You're probably asking why he would do such thing. Well, the answer is really simple. He liked Slavic women, and he liked them so much he married 12 of them, and had 35 children with them. Also, he was such a badass, he decided to be king of the Slavs. You must respect that. Samo's empire first crown was the Avars. Our main source of information is from a chronicle of Frankish scholar Frederigar. You might ask, why only source of information is from Frankish scholar? Well, answer is again very simple. Franks were only ones around who could write and read, if you don't count Romans of course. The chronicles of Frederigar reads, each year the Avars came to the Slavs to spend the winter with them. Then they took wives and daughters of the Slavs and slept with them. Then, amongst the other mistreats of the Slavs, were also forced to pay levies to the Avars. But the sons of the Avars, who were raised with the wives and daughters of those bands, could not finally endure this oppression anymore, and refused obedience to the Huns, and began, as already mentioned, rebellion. When now Wendish army went against the Avars, the merchant Samo accomplished the same. And so the Samo bravery proved itself wonderful ways, and huge mass of Avars fell to the sword of the Wends. Now, you might ask, who were the Avars? Well, again, Avars were the Huns. Just after some time, we start referring to them as Avars, but it's successors of Huns. The second problem for the Samo was Frankish king Dagobert, as he did not like some of Samo's subjects were robbing Frankish caravans. King Dagobert sent his envoy demanding punishment of those raiders and submission of Samo's empire. The important thing to realize is that Samo started his career as Frankish trader also. So he was understanding Christianity, but also was living with pagans. So he had interesting diplomatic position in this dispute. And so the bizarre situation occurred when a Frankish envoy arrived at the court of Samo. As Samo refused all demands and stated, the land we dwell in is Dagobert's, and we are his men, but only as long as he lives in friendliness with us. The Frankish envoy responded with, it is not possible for Christian servant of God to be friendly with dogs. Samo replied to this with, if you are the servant of the God, we are the dogs of the God. And because you continue to go against his will, we receive permission from him to rend you with our teeth. King Dagobert was not happy with the results of negotiation, so he decided to call his allies and ready this army for invasion of Samo's empire. 3 armies were raised: Lombard army from Italy, Frankish army from Upper Austria, an army from Germanic tribes. All 3 armies were defeated by Samo. The exact location of the battle remains unknown, but it's likely the battle has taken place in Nitra or Morava. Following this victory, some of Frankish vassals deflected to Slavic Confederation, granting the Slavic tribes freedom to raid the Franks for a period of 5 years. After the death of Samo due to unclear succession, the Confederation eventually dissolved. However, legacy of the great empire paved the way for the rising 2 significant successor states, Nitra and Moravia. Those 2 powers emerged as the most important successors, carrying forward the influence and achievements of the Samo's empire. And that brings us to the conclusion of today's episode. In the next episode, we will delve into the tale of Moravia during its golden era, the Great Moravian era, a time that witnesses remarkable achievements to the Moravian nation. If you enjoyed this video, I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button to stay updated with our future content. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you really soon.